The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here's Nikki. Here I am. Oh, that was loud. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Nikki Glaser Podcast Live Edition. Oh my God. Noah, how are we feeling?
This is unbelievable, Nikki.
It's so exciting. Usually I have to say to anyone who's listening at home, I know how you feel about live episodes of podcasts. We all know. We listen to a lot of podcasts. You usually skip the live ones because they're not as good as in person, and you're jealous of the people that are there.
That's
and you
true.
should be. All these people are going to have a great time tonight. But we are going to have a great show for our listeners as well. And
Yes,
we're
we
thinking
are.
about you. You're here in spirit. Kind of. I honestly forgot we had any other listeners. How are you doing tonight, Noah?
I mean, I'm blown away by all of this.
What
We have
blows you away the most?
our besties.
Yes, I know. So many fans of the show. I'm overwhelmed by it. And we can see them all. Usually when I'm on stage, everyone is in the dark. And
How do you feel about that?
well, I'm blurring my eyes,
Blurring
as you
your
know. Someone just said that. I blur my eyes so I don't have to make eye contact with anyone because I feel like when you do make eye contact, they're forced to laugh. And it's just like, it's kind of raping them into a laugh. And I just don't want to, it's the nicest way to say it. That's not the nicest way to say it. That's actually, how was that the nicest way to say it? I love how that was me covering up. That was honestly the worst way to say it, but that's how it feels. It's like, I never want to make someone do anything against their will. And so when I look at people, I think early on in my stand-up career, I realized when I would look down at someone, like a nervous girl that would be just like judging my boots. And if you have any questions, Poshmark, $39.95 plus shipping. And I would just see a girl judging my boots, and then she would like see me see her, and then she would just go, ah! And it was just like, oh no, I just like raped her into that. Like it just felt like she gave me something. The same way it used to feel when men would be like, smile. And I would always do it because I'm like, this is the least I can do to not get raped right now. Like, what might you do if I don't? I would just be like, it's the tiniest little rape. And so I don't like to do that to anyone. So, and I do like to say that although we are, doing this live podcast and I can see all of you and, there's cameras around, which, people on the podcast know. I don't know why they're here.
We have no
We're
idea.
so confused that cameras keep following us, but it's happening. I want to just extend to you, everyone here, if you want to go to the bathroom at any time, we are not going to be like, oh, look at this guy taking a shit. Like, we're not going to call you out. I promise you I won't even look at you. Now that I've said that, everyone will think you're taking a shit, but I'm not going to be the one to say it. And I just feel like I have to say that now at my live shows because people get so, especially now with COVID being over and everyone being so inside for so long, which really behooves some people's, lives. I remember my parents kind of talking about when things were first starting to open up and we had the vaccine, they would go, our friends, they don't want to go out there. They're just scared of it. And I go, are they vaccinated? And you guys, and it's like, well, they know who's going and everything. And they go, no, they're scared of the COVID. And I go, no, they have social anxiety. That's what they have.
Yeah.
Like that. The COVID's the best thing to ever happen to people with social anxiety, which is that's not a judgment, but people have it. So when people venture out to go to my shows, and I think I especially attract fans who might deal with mental health issues, especially anxiety, and going to things, I ask people to go alone to things. I'm asking a lot of people to come out of their house and then they might get seated in the middle of a section of the audience. And I've been with Andrew. We went to go see Dear Evan Hansen. Do you remember that story?
I remember that story.
On Broadway, Andrew and I went to go see Dear Evan Hansen, and I had never known this about Andrew, but he had a lot of anxiety about being stuck, not being able to get out. And it's a common fear that I've never known, but a lot of people related to it. And I was like, wait, what's going on? And he was just like very scared that at some point he would have to go to the bathroom, have a panic attack, and it would disturb the show. And then it would just, so then that makes his anxiety even worse. So I like to always consider that person that might have that and say, you can do whatever the fuck you want during the show. I will not be like, you're fucking it up. You can like have a panic attack. You can scream out. We don't care. Just be yourselves and be comfortable, and anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Except for my mom. Mom, behave yourself. You are not allowed. Just kidding. Yes. Okay, so Noah, we're in St. Louis. You flew in yesterday. You're staying across the street from me.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on St. Louis? Have you been here before?
I've never been to St. Louis before.
Yeah.
It's really quaint, actually.
Quaint.
Yeah.
I'm so tickled by that because, as you know, I have kind of realized this is my home now, and for the time being, I'm loving it. Like,
I remember the apartment, in the high rise that you got in New York, that you were paying so much for that you never got to live in.
dude, did you ever go to that place?
I didn't, but I knew about it.
Yeah. I am reluctant to talk about that place. My mom still has nightmares about the money that was spent on that apartment. For those of you who don't know, I moved to my parents' house during COVID because I signed a lease on an apartment in New York for March 1st, 2020. And I was in LA until March 14th. So I was not even to be living there until mid-month. And I had decided at this point in my life, I was making good money. I was having a fantastic, this was going to be my year, as which my agents have said for the past, 4 years. And then once it's your year, is the next year not your year? Like, that kind of bummed me out. I'm like, I don't want any year to be my year. I wanted to just keep pushing it. But it was supposed to be my year, and I'm so sorry about it, because my year, I really fucked up my year for everyone. I think it was my responsibility, and I don't know what I did. But so I got this place, so much money. Whatever you're thinking it was, double it. Like, honestly, it's disgusting. And the reason I did is because I don't have kids. I don't buy a lot of expensive things. I was just like, people in my life were just like, treat yourself.
You deserved it.
You deserve it, Nikki. That's what I hear a lot. You work so hard. You are so hard on yourself. I lived in shitty apartments for so long. I decided to spend 4 times as much I've ever spent on an apartment. And I got rid of all my furniture that I have accrued since college, but it was all crap. And I was like, I'm going to start over with a designer. I hired this woman that did secondhand designing. So she only found salvaged materials, which there's only one woman in Manhattan that did that. So that is, someone get into that job, because green stuff is I couldn't believe there was one. I think she charged me $8 to $11 grand for a lamp she found, for all the work that went into it. She did the whole place. So she did a lot of work, and I got an invoice for somewhere around $8 to $11 grand. I remember. I don't know why I don't know the specific number. It's just too painful. And I'm really bad at looking at money. But then all I got was a lamp out of it. But I was like, you know what? I learned a lesson. Just do it yourself next time. I never moved into that apartment because I was in LA when COVID hit. Moved back in with my parents. Just decided to just go with them, since my mom was out in LA with me to go be on the Kelly Clarkson show. We were going to tape it in March. It was going to air in May for the Mother's Day show. It was a pre-tape. And things started getting shut down. The Hanks got COVID. That's when we knew it was real. And we go, holy shit. And I just wanted to be with mommy and daddy. Moved back home to St. Louis. Thought couple months, couple weeks, couple months. Kept going. And then, and then my apartment, I couldn't get it. People kept going, just don't pay rent. Just don't do it. That's what everyone's doing. And I go, but won't you have to pay it at some point? And they're like, well, yeah, but just not now. I'm like, well, I don't want to deal with that. I'll pay it now. So I paid $8,000 a month for 10 months of an apartment I only went in one time because I needed to get some weed out of an old box that was there. So I had to go through a box. My assistant at the time was living there. She had a good time. But you know what? And something I talk about on the podcast all the time is just acceptance of your body, yourself, your flaws, the things other people say about you. I mean, the listeners that are here, if you've listened to all the episodes, you've heard me in some really dark places and how I've gotten out of those. And that, for me, I think my mom can even attest to this. You were very upset about that number at the time of that I was... That 8 number, yeah. I mean, it's a disgusting, I'm embarrassed to admit that, but it had an elevator as the front door. Like, the door was an elevator. You've made it, right? Yeah. The only thing, though, that I was actually glad I never lived in there is that if someone would have broken into my house, like, imagine being in your bed late at night and hearing something, and instead of hearing a guy, like, break in the door, you just hear, ding. Like, you're like, hello? Like, that would be scary. So I kind of felt okay about it. But I really did just learn, you know what? That was never my money to have. That was always going to go to that. There was nothing I did wrong there. I didn't know a pandemic was coming. Of course, the timing was so inopportune, so ironic that I got my lease then. But that, I have to do what I said I was going to do, which is pay my rent, and I did it. And, you know, I can't wait. I can't spend every day going, what would I do with that? Because honestly, I'd probably just buy a Taylor Swift guitar that has a sticker on it of a autograph I already own, which is a thing that happened to me.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How are your feet feeling?
Thank you so much for asking, because today was a rough day for me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to lie. And I had a voice lesson with my new best friend, Aria, and I brought her over to, coach me and my dad on a song. And she was having me hit some notes that were just not easy for me. And it just made me feel, I don't like doing things I'm bad at. And I was sounding bad. And so much like the dogs left the room. And it was the type of sounds that you thought dogs would come to, like just screeching high-pitched frequencies. And they were fleeing. Marion was offended. And so I started crying. And it was nice because I think the only time I can really cry is when I sound bad singing. I don't know what it is, but I kind of just cry every time I sound bad singing. And I struggle crying, as you know. I don't know if it's antidepressants or just like feeling like, oh, are you sad, Nikki? So it felt good to like cry. And then later on, I cried again about crying. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on with me? Like, I'm just like, something's fucking up, Like I was just, do you ever have that feeling where you're just like, why do I like want to like hurt myself today, or like drive into a tree, or like off a bridge, and then you go to the bathroom and you start bleeding and you're like, oh, okay, that's why. I thought I wanted to drown my dogs because I was crazy, but it's because I'm hormonal. And it just all of a sudden, it was so funny because these camera people are following me around, and it was embarrassing to cry in front of all of them a couple times. And then I go to the bathroom and I go, I'm on my period. And everyone's just like, ah. And I'm like off the hook for it. It's so nice. That's the nice thing about being a woman. We complain about periods, but it gets you off the hook. So that being said, I was feeling kind of down tonight, and like feeling, even on the way here, I was like, how am I going to get it up for this? And obviously I feel very up. But one of the things that contributed to that was that I found out. So when we were planning this whole thing, I mentioned to one of the people that's following me around with cameras, I don't really know what's happening, that I go, oh my God, an ideal situation would be if someone were like, we got a foot masseuse to like rub my feet on stage. Totally joking. Like just a comment, you'd be like, ugh, like didn't think anyone even heard. I said it to no one. And tonight you texted me while I was driving over here with Andrew, Mandy's here. And I was like, who's Mandy? And you go, the masseuse. And then all of a sudden, one of the camera people that are following me around for no reason, they go, yeah, it's the masseuse that you asked for. And I go, what? That I conjured from saying a thing that I didn't even know I said out loud. And I am so fucking excited because how ironic is it that this is happening? I did not know this was going to happen. And on the podcast episode this morning that we did, I pulled in our foot massager and had a foot massage from our machine going during the podcast. So tonight I have that foot massager has come to life like Beauty and the Beast, and she is going to join us on stage, and she's just gonna rub my feet during the show, if that's okay with people, because I am not weird about it. It might be weird at first. We're gonna feel it out.
Yeah.
But like I deserve this. And I want this so bad. Like, you don't understand. This is gonna make me so happy that I just feel like if I go to see a performer, I want whatever's going to make them the happiest because it's contagious, right? So just, if this is weird to you, just know that it's making me so happy. And you know, my bunion, embracing my bunions has been very hard. Mandy, come on up, but please don't speak. No. I'm just kidding. Welcome Mandy to the stage. Hi, Mandy. Mandy already massaged my feet, my friend's feet. My friend and I went to you. Where do you work again? Indigo Massage in St. Louis, and they're fantastic. And she did my friend Kirsten's feet. And then I found out afterwards you were like, and I'm a fan. And I didn't know it during the whole time. So you're welcome. Thank you so much. This is like amazing. And we're just going to like talk and have a good time. Is this the first time you've ever massaged someone's feet at a live podcast taping?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a first for me as well. And just go hard, get in those bunions, really work this web space in between this. And I'm so excited for this. Should we bring in?
I think so.
Yeah, should we bring him in? All right. I think it's time. Hey, Andrew.
Oh, what's going on?
What's up? Look at this, dude.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, guys. Oh, wait, I'm
happy
going to
to
scoot
be
back a
here.
little bit. I want to see you guys. Hello. Oh, my
So
God.
happy to be here.
Yeah?
Oh, that's great.
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
That's
it's fun. It's
What if
fun.
I had so many
Can I
tricks?
have it? Can I have it?
Yeah, of
I
course.
I want to use it. Andrew, how'd you sleep last night?
I woke up a while ago.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I slept fine. I guess I didn't hear you watching Bachelorette
Yeah.
every night. Crying.
Yeah, you've been alone the past couple nights. I don't cry when I watch The Bachelorette. What are you talking
What
about?
are those sounds then?
I don't know. I mean, I cannot get through The Bachelorette. I am so bored by it. And this season, there is a guy on there. I talked about it earlier, but Mom, did you see The Bachelorette? There's a guy who got caught with notes for how to win on The Bachelorette. And it's the first night. And I feel so bad for that guy because the guy just wanted to be prepared for this weird show he's on. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he drew up some notes. And these girls go in and they're like, room raiders, this is the thing we always do, except it's not. It's definitely a thing that one of the producers, while they were producing him and being like, what are you going to wear on your first night? They were like, wait, he has some fucking notes over there. They probably took a sneaky picture of it. They went back to the producer tent and they go, guys, we
the
have
tent,
notes.
huh? They went to the tent?
Well, I was behind the scenes on F-Boy Island. I know there's tents all over the place.
There's a lot of tents.
I don't want to blow anyone's minds right now or like ruin the shows.
Yeah.
But they got tents. Okay. There's tents where there are conversations happening. So I'm guessing a producer went back and he was like, guys, I saw notes. This guy has tons and pages of notes, and I saw at the top it said how to succeed on The Bachelor. And they're like, well, how are we going to get those notes? That seems like an invasion of privacy to steal them. Oh, let's just create a thing we've never done where two of the old contestants go in and kick the guy out and go through his room and go through his stuff. And so they find these notes, and then are they going to bring it to her right away and go, there's a guy on this show that has these notes? No, they're going to let her go on a date with him and have a little fun and have her be invested in him. And then they're going to be like, hey, we just think it's only right for you to know he has notes. And BT Dubs, she didn't even like this guy to begin with. This is the tricks of all this show. Let me just say, because when you go back and watch it, all of her, like she goes on the date and they show like her. So whenever you watch a reality show, I just don't want to blow your mind, but anytime the character, like the main character, is talking in like the one person thing where they're just making commentary alone, they're doing that way after the fact of everything that
Come
happens.
on,
So
don't give it away.
I know.
Come on.
But it doesn't even I get tricked knowing that. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, they don't know what's coming, and she
Yeah.
has so much hope. She is talking about this. She's like, I don't know. He's checking all the boxes. And she's on the date, and you can tell she's like, oh my God. But in retrospect, they wanted it to seem like, oh, she had a lot of faith in him. So this note seems like, oh, but she didn't like him at all. So now she's phoning it in. She's like, I don't know. He brought me to an ice cream truck. I'm thinking he's the one. And then, of course, Tasha and Caitlin come in, and they're like, oh my God, he has notes. She goes, and she makes him go.
The notes were a little creepy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they were weird.
Yeah.
But at first he was like, my friend's wife wrote them, and then I wrote some too. And she was like,
And
well,
then I
which
ate
is
the
it?
dog.
And then what?
He ate the dog. I heard. Yeah, he just tried to get out of it. I think if you had a guy though taking notes, he watched all your specials.
I would be so flattered.
Really?
If I was on a show where...
But they were like outlined and like the numbers and the
I would want
letter,
to
like
see his
just creep.
spelling and
Yeah.
if he, wrote in like, run-on sentences or, like...
Fragments.
That's really what makes me just like check out is bad spelling. But I think it shows effort. And listen, if we are for a second thinking that anyone going on Bachelor in Paradise is
Get
looking
'em.
for love, what are you trying to pull on us, Bachelor Nation? Or, Dad,
Are they
you're in the
here?
Bachelor Nation.
Are they here?
My dad became a member during COVID. He joined Bachelor Nation. We got him into it. He had to take the test. Dad, what's the capital of Bachelor Nation? Milan. But it's okay. It's been a while. No, he had to take a whole test and pledge his, allegiance. That's right. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for chiming in now.
I'm sure he was like he was so happy when you moved out.
Oh my, no,
You're
like
you're
that's-
Mr. Bachelor. He's like, get the fuck out of my
No.
house. Like, seriously. And
the
then
thing
I have to
is-
live with it and I can't sleep.
So many guys like these shows. They really do. Because they are compelling and they're fun. You know what, girls? I enjoy watching men watch these shows because I get to see how men like process, hot women and have even judgments of these perfect specimens. Like these women are all 10s,
Yeah.
St. Louis 10s, let's be honest, but like LA 7s. That's why I like living here. Dude, I'm not joking. You're all so beautiful, and I'm so flattered to have like good-looking besties.
Not
I'm
you
not,
guys.
No, you
It's not
guys
them.
are hot.
They're not the.
We really do have hot fans. I'm not even joking. Like I don't have to lie about that. But being in LA for this, I got off the plane the other day, and I lived there for years, and I was just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like it was, everyone's so hot, and it wasn't like I'm not hot enough. It just looks so exhausting to like be that hot and to like always have like you're smelling something
look
like
pretty while you get your feet
there
rubbed.
might be like
You mean get your feet rubbed like a prima donna
I mean
Oh my god.
with snake earrings and looking hot?
This is
It's
not
tough.
someone who's trying to look cool. This
I
is
don't know.
someone
Those
who's-
snake earrings are
I'm
pretty
wearing
cool,
a
man.
shark ring. I'm wearing snake earrings. I'm wearing a shirt made by a bestie. Okay, Andrew, let's talk about
Yeah.
you're obsessed with Squid Game. How many people in the room have seen Squid Game?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. I have not seen it.
Yes.
You are obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh,
to
no
add?
thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
No, I have a couple.
Yeah.
No, the ending I thought was terrible. I think he should have got on the plane and.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
You're telling me he doesn't get on a plane?
I'm just fucking with y'all. There's a tent or
Wait,
something.
Am
No,
I
I
gonna
don't know.
watch the first episode and be like, I know he doesn't get on the plane, and like it's gonna ruin it
You
for
said
me?
you wouldn't watch it.
I'm never gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because it seems too like I'm gonna be
Squiddy?
nervous.
Huh?
And you know how I feel about squids.
Nikki goes, "Are there squids?" Like that's what her
I
big
thought it was
worry
gonna
was.
be like octopus teacher, or squids were gonna be like eaten or something. Do you ever watch mukbangs where Asian women are eating like live octopuses and stuff?
Yeah.
Maybe that's Pornhub.
All the time.
No, that's a real thing.
Wait,
So, why is it squid? Why is it called squid?
Because it was a game that I don't want to give it away, but this is the first episode, and then he didn't get on the plane in the last one. But
Oh, Andrew.
dude, one time I told my buddy who Kaiser Soche was before he watched, and it was probably the most shitty thing I've ever done. But in retrospect, Kevin Spacey topped me. You know, he got me.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, you're gonna give away who I am in that movie. Wait till you find out who I really am.
You would wish I had a limp.
That one's coming.
Yeah.
That is.
Dark. Okay. Anyways, the show's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's. I think the first episode is probably one of the best first episodes ever. I love this guy. He's like downtrodden and he's just.
Yeah, you
like, in
claimed that
debt.
he was the best actor you've ever seen in your entire life today.
Who's seen the show? Who?
Yeah.
How good is that actor?
Is he really great?
What's his
Okay,
name?
okay.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Noah,
this'll.
you
Oh,
son of a
thank you,
bitch.
Noah. Thank you so much, Noah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, I think it is. That's the only actor, and
yeah.
DiCaprio. And
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. But,
Yeah, and Shia LaBeouf.
yeah, but I just wear his wardrobe.
Do you like this guy's wardrobe? We know that you tend to just kind of rip off celebrities.
But I wait for them to die. And
You wait
then
for
I
them to
take
die.
it.
You
Yeah.
wait,
Or
you
their
wait for
career.
the opioid crisis to take their life, and then you swoop on in. It's true.
This is a very Mac
It started
Miller,
out
I'm not
with
going to lie.
Bourdain.
Yeah. Bourdain.
Bourdain died, and then a couple weeks later, he was just sporting some like kind of new kind of John Varvatos boots. And I go, "What the hell are those?" And he goes, "I don't know. I saw Bourdain wearing them." And I go, "When? When were they dangling?"
At his funeral.
Jesus.
In the casket. Yeah, he looked pretty cool.
And then
He always looked like he was dead, though, to be honest.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
he had a very dead chic.
yeah. Oh God, he was a cool dude. That one bummed me out a lot. You
Yeah.
know, what's been the number one celebrity death that you were like rocked by?
Tom Petty.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I would, listen to him with my dad.
Did you cry?
No, a little bit. I remember I was in the park and I was trying to cry. I was like, I should be crying.
Oh yeah, I love when you try
I
to cry.
hate when the should be cry.
Yes.
And then you don't cry, and then you're like, you're a sociopath, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then you're
But
like,
it's hard when your
"Oh,
mom dies and you just are like, you got a
wait,
golf
whose
game
mom
tomorrow.
died? Wait.
Just kidding. I'm just putting a scenario where you should definitely be crying. No, the funniest moment. Can I tell the moment where you cried?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Is that
this
okay? Is
yeah,
that too
of
dark?
course. No.
We
just
were-
talked about.
We were in Cayman filming F-Boy, and we were swimming after a shoot.
I smoked your ass in a swim race.
Yeah. He did. I challenged him in a swim race. He beat me, and it was humiliating because that's the only sport that I feel like I'm any good at. And but I recovered, and we were.
You did a butterfly, which was fantastic.
Thank you for
I just want to
giving my
redeem.
butterfly.
Yeah.
Yes.
She has a great butterfly, folks.
She really
Thank you.
does.
Thank
Can we
you.
give it up for a butterfly?
No,
it's look at that. Look at that. I mean, textbook.
It's all about if you give it this. If you just.
Yeah. You got to have that stern.
You gotta look like a poster
You know how you
over an
come out of the water,
executive's desk that's like.
I
Okay.
trust that doctor. I don't know why.
We were in. It was this beautiful sunset on 7 Mile Beach, which is really 5 miles because of erosion or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And it was the sun was setting, and I was kind of over it because you guys know how I feel about nature. I was like, I'll Google image it later, and so I went inside to go pee or get something to eat. And I come back and I leave Andrew alone, just standing in the water. It's calm water, sunset, beautiful, and this crystal clear water. And I come back, and then you join me up at the we're sitting kind of like in the dark now, at the twilight. And you come up, and you're kind of somber. You wrap a towel around yourself, and you're just kind of sitting there, and you go, "No, that sunset just kind of made me cry." And I go, "Oh my, really?" I think I probably was like, "You pussy." I go, "It's just something to make you cry." And I go, "Oh."
You know what? Your butterfly wasn't that good. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't really that great.
No, I think I was like, "Wait, how did you do
Yeah.
that? How'd you cry at a sunset? Like, I've never seen you cry at something so beautiful." And he goes, "What did you say?" I thought it was actually
Well,
pretty.
I thought of my mom because she. This is sad, but she has emphysema, which is COPD, which is. I gotta keep going. It's just a lung disease, which she has to be on oxygen, so she can't travel that much, and she definitely can't swim in the ocean because it's not a scuba tank; it's a oxygen tank.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. I tried. I pushed her in,
Yeah.
but she just sank right away.
You
It was
thought it
weird.
was the same thing.
Yeah, it was weird, but she's still going. But yeah.
But
so-
you were like, "Yeah, my mom just like I just realized I was getting to do something that my mom will probably never ever get to do again, And I go, "Oh my God." And I almost started tearing up. I was just like, that is like really sad. I was like, "So did your mom did she love swimming?" And he goes, "No, I don't think I've ever seen her go in the water."
She's never. We lived on the water, and she didn't go near it. Like pre-oxygen. I'm talking when she had all her lungs. She was still not swimming at all.
It was so
She
funny.
hated the beach, actually. Maybe that's why I was crying, because it was like, man, I hate this too. You know, just like my mama.
So funny.
Yeah.
Just you being like, no, I never even saw her step foot in water. Not even a bath.
We grew up in Florida.
And-
Like, there's no excuse.
So then we just started saying, like, a bus would drive by and I'd be like, I can't believe your mom will never get hit by a bus again. Like, that's never even an option for her because she, like, I mean, it just, you can make it anything.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you know, she'll never, you know, something creative.
She'll never something creative.
Again, you know?
Yeah.
How's
often
your
do you-
foot massage, by the way?
I
I'm
mean,
so
it's-
jealous.
It's like tingling. You know what?
You're so calm that,
Yeah.
like, you have, like, a very, like...
Yeah, stop hitting on her. Please.
I'm
She's
not
mine.
hitting on her. But I
Jesus
love your hair,
Christ.
baby. No, I'm just fucking around.
I like it more. No, she is so
wasn't
calm.
hitting on her, I'm just
They're
saying there's
so
something-
good.
Yeah.
Brenna's not listening. Don't worry. It's
I miss you, Brenna.
I miss her
we miss
so
you,
much.
Brenna.
Yeah, we all miss her.
I'm so sad she'll never get to swim again. It sounds like she's dead.
Who's dead
Brenna.
now?
When we say Brenna, we miss you.
Oh, yeah.
No, masseurs, licensed massage
That's so
therapists,
long.
LMTs, but that takes out the hand job part of it, right? Masseuses, you think, she's gonna give me something.
Wait, you think that is what adds the...
Well, I think that's why they go licensed massage therapists. You know, you're not gonna get a happy ending. They're gonna, they're gonna
got
just.
it. I guess that's what the license is
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah. The places you used to frequent might
Yeah,
not
they
have
were
had.
very unlicensed. Yeah.
Okay, so
Just
you're
kidding.
an LMT.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
you have
kidding.
a very a therapist. Yeah, you have a very calming vibe about you. And yes, this foot massage is fantastic. And I've been making you give me massages on the road.
Yeah,
you
I'm
do
not
a
happy
great
about
job.
it. Yeah.
But you're so good at it, and it makes me so mad because I have to beg you, and you won't do it. And sometimes I'm like, do it. Like, why? Oh, like, this isn't me asking.
First
like,
of
it's
all,
your-
you offered me money,
At first I did, and then
And
you
I
go,
said-
I don't want the money. I don't want the money. And then I didn't give it to you.
but that was reverse licensed massage psychology. I wanted the money. I obviously always want the money.
Dude,
like,
I will,
who doesn't
I will
want?
pay you.
You owe me $700.
Okay, I will pay you for
Because you said
massaging me.
$100 a massage. I've been keeping a tally.
You do it for 2 seconds, and then when I start going, ow, you dig harder. It's like that's your sign. You know when you have sex sometimes, and you're like, oh, that's great, and then they keep doing it, but they change it? Women do it too. I hear it as a common complaint on Reddit. It's like, if we tell you we like it, don't change it. Like, I think that's a thing that happens. That's what you do with massages. Like, you'll go harder, and you really do torture me, which I love. You could go harder, bitch. I don't want to hurt your hands, but it doesn't hurt your hands. Do you ever do you have to do exercises? You build up endurance. Okay.
to get ready for
Yeah,
that
okay.
mountain of a bunion.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty
Have
big
you ever
bun,
seen a
right?
foot like this? Her dad has the
This
same foot I
bunion's
learned.
even bigger. I mean, look at that. That one's
Whoa.
cranking. I know it's big.
I don't know how your skin holds it in. to
I
be
know
honest.
it's about to crack through.
You know what I mean? Like the skin just looks like
I think the same thing.
Yeah, it's
like a
amazing.
pregnant woman's belly. You have to rub like oils on it and sing to it at night.
Like the animal from Spaceballs.
so it
is in
recognizes
there.
my voice.
Wait, does it ever come out of the skin though? Have you ever seen a protruding?
At night, mine does.
Huh?
And it comes in your room. And it gently just nuzzles your head. Yeah. No, it doesn't. There's no. You want to ask? You ask me about bunions. Don't ask her.
Okay.
She's busy. I know about bunions.
Okay,
I
has a bunion ever fully
no,
come out
it
of the
does
skin?
not come out of the skin. Your skin can hold the bunion in.
Okay.
That's the rhyme that every podiatrist learns. No, they don't come out of the skin. We got to get to the news. Let's get to the news.
Oh,
You heard it here
apparently.
first. Yeah, you heard it here first.
Hey. Oh, it's Wednesday, folks, and you know what that means.
It's
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's so weird people listen.
It is.
Right? Like,
To be honest, like, yes. And, like, it has only dawned on me recently from meeting fans after shows that, like, it's a real thing. And, like, and I know what it's like. I listen to the Arch morning show, the Courtney show, every single morning, and I like look forward to getting out of bed because I know there's going to be people live talking to me and like and I know all the bits, I know the inside jokes. One of those people is here tonight, Chris Convey from the Courtney show.
Hey.
I recommend that show to our listeners. You can get it on the Arch app, no matter where you live, but it is on 106.5 The Arch in St. Louis. But I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I get that kind of obsession with a show that's there for you every day, and that's why I wanted to make it 4 days a week. And I'm when I meet people and they're like, I feel like you're my friend. I go, no, you are. Like, we are. And I don't want to extend that to people who have mental illness that makes them think that we should be together forever and stuff like that. But most people, yes,
it's
we're
good that
friends.
you have a limit.
Yeah, I do. And I find it out usually when there's a blade in my stomach during a meet and greet. But
I can't wait to wear your outfits after you die.
oh my God.
That's saying you're famous.
All
That's
you can
kind of
wear
cool.
are my like boyfriend clothes, the ones that are like baggy boyfriends.
All right, first story. Oh, we're
Yep.
so good at this. All right, a hiker who got lost
Oh
on
yeah,
a
this is crazy.
Oh, you already know.
Sorry, I already heard this on the Courtney show.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Did
this
you
was a
talk
news
about
item.
this?
No, this was
What's your all's
everywhere.
hot? Huh?
This was
Oh,
everywhere.
this guy,
yeah.
he was on a Colorado mountain for more than 24 hours. He ignored calls from rescuers because he didn't want to pick up an unknown number. I don't blame him. I have so many creditors. I'd rather die on that mountain than talk to another guy being like, "Hey, Mr. Colin,
Yeah.
you owe $4,000 for that penis pump you bought."
you didn't even pay. You were like, you had that on layaway.
Yeah, it's a lot of payments. Yeah, it's a payment per pump. Actually, that's how it works. All
No,
right.
you're right, dude. Like that. That just shows how much people. When I call a number and I know they don't have it in their phone, when they do pick it up, I go, "What's wrong with you? Like, why would you? You shouldn't answer that.
You
no
should
one
text before. You should give a preemptive text.
Yes, exactly.
Like, hey, this is Nikki. Pick up. I'm calling you in a minute.
Yeah.
And then you call, and then they're dead on a mountain.
Yes,
Or
yes.
what, you know. So the rescue team spent all evening searching for this guy. The guy got home safe.
Yeah.
He just didn't answer his phone. So he wasn't like stuck the whole time.
Oh, he wasn't like waiting for stuff. He was like, "I got it."
Yeah,
He
was
was a
like,
man.
Yes.
People are like, "We'll help you." It's like the best. No, I think I know what I'm doing, and ignoring it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you were stuck on a mountain, how long do you think you'd last?
I wouldn't be on a mountain.
Yeah, that's true.
I would not get stuck. I would not ever
We went
get lost
skiing.
in the woods. Yeah, I got lost skiing one time. I went down a path. I was faster than my parents, and I kind of went off on my own. It was very scary. I was rescued by some like gnarly ski bums, dude.
Really? You had to be
probably some,
dragged
like,
down the mountain or whatever?
Not dragged, but they were
But
just like,
you know
what's
what I
this 12-year-old girl doing by herself at the bottom of the, King Tut lift or whatever it was. And, and they scooped me up, and then I was, and that's how I became Peekaboo Street. And I really did feel like I wanted to be adopted into the mountain and, like, become I wanted to, like, grow up on a mountain and be a professional skier.
I got stuck on a mountain once.
You
too.
did?
It's weird. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was in I was in Canada, and my buddies went down faster than me because I'm Mr.
Oh, 12 Falls.
Yeah, I fall a lot.
We nicknamed him 12 Falls because we went skiing last year, January, right before the pandemic, and he had a rough day. It was like, and it should have been. He'd only snowboarded really. It was his first time skiing in forever. But I had just like a giggle fest. I was just in that kind of loopy mood of just giggling. And I asked Andrew, I go, "How do you know how many times you fell today?" And he goes, "I don't know, 12 times." And that's like a lot to fall. Like that's a lot. And so we nicknamed him Old 12 Falls.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I was stuck on the mountain falling, I guess.
Yeah.
And I ended up going down. It's a 10. It was called.
oh yeah.
And I didn't know what 10. I didn't know what that
like
meant.
a black diamond.
No, it was 10 kilometers. So it was just a green that just slowly.
that's like
so by the
something
time
like
I got
7
down,
miles.
it was like nighttime, and my friends were all betting that I was dead, and then they were like, "We're gonna go helicopter skiing tomorrow because Andrew's slowing us down," and so they were all happy
That you died.
hopefully I was either or like broke a leg.
Oh my god.
And then they saw me just what's it called when you
A pizza.
Yeah, it was pizza.
Yeah.
And it's like nighttime, and they're like, "Is that Andrew?" I'm like, pizzaing down. It took me like 30 minutes.
That's what I like about you, though. You do things you're bad at.
Oh, thanks.
You know, like you're not scared to do things that you're bad at. Like you're
Yes.
adventurous.
Kind of. I did jump out of a plane once.
You did when we went to go see the stingrays in Cayman.
You're way more.
Stingray
You're
City.
way better with the stingrays.
Well, when you involve an animal, I'm all in. That's where
Gotcha.
people go, "Whoa, Nikki, you love nature. I thought you hated it." I'm like, "But there's an animal. I'm getting in there." But stingrays, you were obsessed that it was. What about Steve Irwin? I'm like, name one other person that's been killed by a stingray. Like,
But he's the big one.
But I know. But like also do your Google anything. And like they were so friendly, they were proven friendly, and even with the facts you were still scared. Although I did get bit by one and it was thrilling.
Wait, what?
I got like nipped by one and it was really thrilling.
Oh.
Where?
Like on the thigh.
Well,
Yeah.
Steve Irwin.
Thigh's like what?
I don't know. I mean, it's just.
Tell us, Andrew. How do you feel about Steve Irwin?
I mean-
are you gonna cry?
No, I was just mad he only had one outfit. It was only green. Are you serious? Come on, buddy. Step up. You know,
Did you ever steal it?
I would try.
No,
All right.
but the thing about can I just
Oh,
say
yeah.
Steve Irwin was like a bull ray. So it was like this. It was the type of stingray that like it can like it is a different kind of stingray.
It's
These
the great
stingrays-
white of
the ones that you
stingrays.
see
Yeah.
at yes,
That's
it
what
was
they
the great
said.
white
Yeah,
of stingrays.
great
Like
white
it was
of-
very
yeah.
dangerous. These other ones, unless you step on them while they're sleeping, they only get one barb to shoot off, and they're not going to shoot off a barb unless it's like. Unless
But
they
it
are
does have a barb.
It does have a barb, but it has to shoot it off. It's not gonna like you touch it and it's like ah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Still,
mean, look,
scared.
It's it was a pandemic. Okay,
What
all
is
right.
happening? Oh, it sounds like someone's steaming something. Oh, all right. Well, I don't hate it. It's kind of like comforting. It sounds
kinda
like
like
someone's
white
making
noise.
tea.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
your sound machine.
Yeah, it is like my sound machine. I just like pass out.
All right, young Americans are having less sex than ever before.
Okay.
The study wrapped up 2 years before the pandemic. I don't understand a study that's from 2 years ago, but I don't know. Okay,
Well,
but
they're
we'll
just,
keep
they
going.
Just
Going,
compa-
keep going.
You know, they just put in the data. It took a long time. The spreadsheet was confusing.
Yeah, according to
Okay.
studies authors, there are several explanations. The go 24/7 busy lifestyle means less time to have sex. Heads buried in tech devices a lot. Additionally, an increase in anxiety and depression in young adults, failure to launch, women opting out of casual sexual encounters, and the role smartphones have played in making us less.
Okay. We got it.
No, there's
It
4
sounded
more
like
paragraphs.
Matthew McConaughey movies. Failure to launch. Okay. You want to keep going? What else?
A reliance on
social anxiety.
communicating through technology
Uh-huh.
doesn't help young people develop the social and intimacy skills and vulnerability needed to be in a physical relationship.
That makes sense.
It does, but I think you fuck way more because of your phone.
That's actually true too, because it's like easier to make
Yeah.
hookups. I read a great meme the other day that was like,
You read it?
yeah, you like read a meme, you know, like a tweet that's like a picture, and it said, I forget where I heard it. Maybe I heard it on your show, Chris, but it was about how someone was like, dating apps are so weird. Everyone meets on dating apps now. I used to just go out and meet whoever was around. Like, it's just like, wait, what? Why is that better?
Yeah, that person has chlamydia a lot.
But that's-
like that person. Is
That's
just-
true, though. Like, dating used to be just like whoever's around. And
Yeah.
for some reason, that's more noble than like an app where you can actually specify what you're looking for, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, for a while it was weird to meet on the internet.
Oh, it was so embarrassing.
Like, what?
No
You
one would
met on
admit it.
Tinder?
Yeah.
Weird. And it's like now if you meet at a bar, you're a fucking freak.
Yeah, it is.
Especially during a pandemic, you know?
Yeah, Darren. Yeah.
Darren.
Yeah. You're right. When you do meet people, you just assume you met online or on Instagram. Like dating apps equal Instagram, someone slid or
Instagram, yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But meeting, like you and your boyfriend Noah, like you had met each other through.
We
mutual
met in
friends.
real life.
Ooh, that's good.
We met in real life, and
Yeah.
then 7 years later, I requested a follow. You know, like I requested to follow him, and then he
Oh,
DM'd me.
You made the first move.
Oh. You requested him on Instagram.
Yeah, Yeah.
He was
Oh.
private, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's a good man right
Wait,
there.
who made the first DM?
He did the first DM, and then remember
What
we
was
did
the-
the
what
book
did he
on
say?
him.
What
did he say?
you did the book on him? Oh, because you
Yeah.
had already gotten the book. Who here knows
Yeah.
about the book? Yes. Okay, good. If you
Are
don't
you
know,
dating her? Oh, you got engaged?
You're oh my God.
She got to I
What
do.
chapter were
Wait a
you on when
second.
you...
What were you engaged before you read the book? Did the book help you get engaged? No. We've been dating for a while. Okay, but did it help you have a better relationship? Yeah. Did you learn from the book?
Yeah, I actually did.
What'd you learn? What's the most important thing you learned from the book? Speak with feelings
feelings.
versus I think, right? Leave the I thinks for him. Yeah. The hardest thing with that,
Damn.
it's
You feel like she has a hard time.
if you
Yeah.
no, he thinks.
Oh, he thinks. Oh, yeah, he's the man. Yeah.
Now, if you don't know the book, it's called Getting to I Do, and it talks about masculine and feminine energy. And most relationships, about I would say 80%, in a straight heterosexual relationships, the man is wants to be the masculine energy, the woman is the feminine energy. And one of the things is it teaches women how to speak to a masculine energy man so that he can receive it better, and how you can be more understood. And what it tells you is like, don't tell a man I think. Always just talk about your feelings, and never ask a man how he feels unless Noah.
You're playing the masculine.
No,
role?
he's on fire. That's what she said. Dr. Pat Allen said, don't ask a man how he feels unless he's on fire. They don't want to
Have
talk
you met
about
this woman in real life?
Yeah.
What's she like?
Well, I talked to her on the phone.
Yeah, she just
She's
does phone
very,
calls.
very intimidating, and she also did our show, You
Yeah.
Up. Yeah, I had a private consult with her
Does she
one time.
seem like a good time?
Yeah, she's almost like that Dr. Ruth kind of character,
Yeah.
you know, very sex positive, but no bullshitting with this woman.
How many times has
just-
she been married?
I think her first husband died, and now she is with someone else. And she goes, I'm a badass bitch in the office place. She's like, you are intimidated by her. I mean, she's scary. And she goes, when I go home, I am very docile. I'm like very receiving energy. I'm the opposite, because I gotta change, because that's what I want in a relationship. I don't want to be the one that's like, I think this. So it's interesting that you say that I think and I feel. So women are instructed to only speak with I feel. And it does, and I've said this before, the book you go, I have to live like a goddamn handmaid. And the truth is, yes, but not forever.
Yeah.
Just until you get the guy and then he dies. And then you get to go back to the way you were. But at first, yeah, you got to do all these rules. But what you do learn is like, you're actually, because Noah, we batted up against this a lot with this book of like, we have to dress sexy for men. We have to wear uncomfortable clothes so that they look at our bodies and think of us sexually, and then we can't have sex with them. And then we also have to always speak with our feelings, and we can't ever tell them what we think, even if we know what's better. We have to just go, what do you think I should eat for dinner? And then they tell us, and you go, oh, I feel like that's a good idea. And it's just like, oh God. But the thing is, it actually honors how you want to
And
be handled.
it taught us how to set boundaries.
Yes. And those are
That's very hard
What?
to set boundaries.
yeah, it is. That's being able to go, this is what I want, and if you can't do it, bye. And
bye,
also
yeah.
like but
Isn't it annoying to have to like second guess everything you're doing instead of just
no,
being?
It's a map for us. It's
It's-
helping us not second guess.
yes, exactly. It's knowing that if you want what you want, like, you know, I'm building my whole special around this book and
my
teaching
gosh.
women to, because I just always thought that if a guy, especially a guy that you like and want to like you, or anyone that you want to like you, if they ask you for something and you give it to them, they'll like you more. Like that's what you would think would happen, right? But then I learned that honestly, I tend to like people who stand up for themselves and who can, and I'm not gonna, because I'm always scared that Noah, you'll ask for something and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I like don't want it. Let's say you were like want my Zevia, it's the last one, and you know how I feel about these, okay?
Yeah.
And I just am like, no, sorry, it's the last one. My fear is that you're like, Nikki's such a fucking bitch, and I don't want to be friends with her anymore. She wouldn't share her Zevia. But instead,
heard
like,
you talking.
what you might think is she just knows what she wants, and she can say it. I don't have to say it in a way that's like, you would ask for this. It's just like, no, I really like this, Noah, and it's like very important to me, and I'm sorry. I'll go buy you another one. Like, I don't have to give this to you because if I give it to you, I'm secretly going to resent you for asking for this thing that I actually know that you know I want.
Exactly.
And I didn't know that worked with sex. So I feel like if I ever have a daughter, I'll drown her and wait for a son. But if I am forced to then have a daughter, I'll name her Zevia. No, I feel like the sex talk I'll give my daughter is, don't ever do anything you don't want to do, which I think men go, well, duh. Why would a girl do something she doesn't want to do? But you don't understand how we're conditioned in society to just be people pleasers. Even the ones that are like someone like me who people go, wow, you're so confident and badass. It doesn't mean we've been manipulated by people. We're just, guys want to have sex. And so if we want to if we like a guy, we want to just like give him what he wants. That's why when my mom used to say to me, Nick, save your sex, save it. I never knew what that was a weird way to say what you meant, but save it, Nick. Don't give away your sex. Just saying don't give away your sex is weird because it just you go don't give away your sex. Me and Sabrina Jalise, who's my good friend, we couldn't get over that words of wisdom you gave us. And I remember at the time being like, but I like sex, Mom. You're a prude. You don't like sex. It's easy for you. The thing is, you like a good banging, right, Dad? You enjoy it just as much as the rest. But you learned to respect yourself and say, listen, I'm not gonna give that to you until you prove to me that you take out the garbage. And she's still waiting for that, Dad.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a tangent, but the funniest thing was I really try to live by this in my life of like communicating with feelings more than think, because I don't even like to boss a guy around and be like, I think you should do this. I'm really careful about that because that's something that I do in my business life and in a relationship. I don't want to be that. And
You should
someone
try
I
to
was
do it in both,
Well, what?
You should try to bring it over to business.
I'm glad you had fun with that.
Well, you didn't have to
feel
be so
hurt
weird
by what
about
you just said. No. I didn't understand what you were saying.
This got weird.
No, it didn't.
How's your feet?
No, my feet feel great, but the problem with the think thing, I don't know if you've run into this. One time there was a guy that I was a guy I'm dating, and I was trying to be more in my feelings and not ask them how they feel and more like what they think. And he had COVID, and I had to write him and say, how do you feel about your COVID? How do you think about your COVID? I go, because I didn't want to say, how are you feeling? I almost wrote that because that's what you write when someone's sick. I was like, what do you think about the congestion in your chest? Like, it was so hard to do it. But we're married, and so it worked. I am here to announce it. It really is like scary to go, oh, I'm reading this book. Someone actually wrote into the show and said that a guy caught a guy that she was using the book on, as we say, which sounds bad, but she was reading this book and a guy she was dating saw the book on her nightstand.
Yeah, it's a tough title.
It is getting to I do.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Yeah,
especially if it's a second date.
But that's why you got to cover it like a biology book in high school with
that
a brown paper bag. Yeah,
like why is she still studying high school?
It should come with another cover, like Infinite Jest.
Yeah.
Like just so you look intellectual.
I thought it was longer.
Yeah. It's
weird.
It's the abridged version. All right, let's get to. Should we take a break and then go to? Why do I care? Why do I care? Andrew, why do I care?
I don't know.
Why do I care?
You heard it here first. Yeah, you heard it
Oh,
here
we'll
first.
do that again. Why not? Throw it in. This is our celebrity news segment. Why do I care?
You
What's
heard
going
it
on in the news?
Here are the results of a survey about rich people versus normal people things. It's not a celebrity.
Okay, well, we've deviated from the original.
We're trying to keep it evergreen.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
I'm sorry. And why don't we just say Rihanna takes quiz?
Okay, so the difference
All
between
right,
rich people.
if this is normal or rich.
Okay.
Living in a house, not an apartment. Rich or normal?
I would say normal.
Eating out every week.
What kind of eating out are we talking about? Both is abnormal. I would say that's a rich thing.
Normal.
Oh, well,
I
who's
mean-
to say? Who's
Five
determining?
people voted, I think.
Yeah.
And it was all the
It
same
was an
guy.
Us Weekly who wore it best.
Growing up with your own room.
Rich.
Normal.
No.
You didn't have your own room growing up?
No, and I didn't want it.
I thought you had your own room.
Well, I did eventually when we got rich, but no, we didn't get rich, but we moved to a bigger house because my dad got a little more money. But yeah, I used to share a bedroom. I love sharing a bedroom.
Upgrading your phone every year, rich or normal?
That's normal because you get that free upgrade.
Rich.
What? I feel like this is just a guy named Rich or a guy from Normal, Oklahoma. Like these are totally arbitrary.
Going to the movies, normal or rich?
Going to the movies, 1999. Like no one does that anymore.
Normal or rich?
Everyone streams. Well, I think it's $46 for a matinee ticket. So rich.
Not normal.
Okay.
Having a second fridge in the garage.
Alcoholic. That's grandpa. That's normal.
Okay, it is normal. You got it right. Yeah, nailed it. That was a close one though. Okay. Going on school trips as a kid. Normal.
Normal.
Yeah, that's normal. Ordering an appetizer or dessert with your meal at a restaurant.
Oh, that's rich.
normal.
Oh.
Owning a car.
My parents convinced me that's not what we do. We never got apps. We never got apps.
You never got our appetizer?
We have Viennetta at home. No, we never even got that. That was rich.
Wait,
Remember
what's
Viennetta?
Oh, is that ice cream?
Oh, the sound of the Viennetta commercial. It would be like click, click, click. It would click through the layers of like hardened chocolate. It was little layers of chocolate and ice cream and be like Viennetta. And it was probably like a $4 loaf of ice cream with like thin layers of chocolate. And the sound was so ASMR. It would be like click, click, click through all. Oh, it was so good. You remember Viennetta, Mandy? Yeah. Yeah, the clicks. You get it. Yeah. Sounds like you're like when you work a bunion. Click, click, click.
Like they clack. Owning a car, normal or rich?
Rich?
Normal.
This is dumb.
Yeah, this. Well,
I don't
yeah,
even
this
get it.
game
And
sucks.
first of all, it makes the rich sound abnormal, which
Going
I mean,
grocery shopping without
don't
worrying
make
about
rich
prices.
people feel bad. What?
Going shopping for groceries without worrying about prices.
Oh, that's rich.
That is rich.
Oh, that's rich. That sounds like a grandmother watching a soap opera.
Buying Starbucks every week.
Oh, every week?
Yeah.
Normal.
Every day.
Rich.
4 times a day.
Addict. The amount I spend on Starbucks is criminal. It's disgusting. I should start stealing and actually make it criminal.
You know, you could just walk in and steal. I was thinking about that.
Oh, from
today.
the mobile order?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
If you were addicted and you had no money, you could have a field
Yeah.
day in there.
It's happened to me a couple times. Someone swiped my order, and I go, well, good for them. They learned a new drink that they wouldn't have known about.
Traveling internationally.
Let's get to Fanthrax. Traveling internationally, I hate all of this. Yes, Fanthrax. This is our weekly segment where we take, we get fan letters, DMs. We have a couple live Fanthrax here in the audience.
Yes.
And I would love for my mother, Julie Glaser, to be our audience mic person. Who does this on shows? Ricky Lake? That was her own show.
Am I on? Oh,
Yeah, there
great.
you are. Hey, Mom.
Fanthrax. Okay, got it.
Are you having fun?
Yes, Nikki. Of course.
You are?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
what's been your favorite part so far? That's okay. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to put you on the spot. So you are
Thank
going
you.
to talk to our fans and have them
Okay.
ask questions and just kind of be our audience
So
person.
I just need to go find this fan, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
where
find
is
them.
our
And
first?
so we're going to ask a question. What is the question?
well, that you
They're
have
gonna
to
ask
find
the
the person that's going to ask the question.
First
Are
up
you
is
my
Anna.
question?
Yes.
All right, here's our first question.
Ask her name.
What is your name?
This is Anna. Anna likes making cookies on Sundays. Anna doesn't like people telling her what she should do.
Oh, I
Yes.
love
Who
that.
knows the
All right.
reference?
That was.
Mom, do you know that reference?
No.
That is from Love on the Spectrum, where
Oh,
every person
damn it,
you
I
meet,
would have known. I should have known that.
you should have known it.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
know.
autism, and we're like, oh, that's the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would have
That
been
was
very
really well
embarrassing.
done.
Yeah, that would.
Sorry, I should have
That's
known.
that autistic thing. And
Oh
we're
my
calling it
god,
her.
that was great.
No,
All right,
that
thank
was
you.
great. Good job on that. Okay, yeah.
What? That wasn't it?
No, that wasn't her question. That was her intro.
I don't even know what this Fanthrax thing is because I don't listen to your podcast.
I know you don't, and I
You
appreciate.
told me not to.
I know. Thank
You told me not to.
Thank you for not listening.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What is your name again?
Anna.
It really is Anna? I thought that was part of the show.
Wait, why would Anna be a joke?
I thought it was Anna from the show.
Well, she just did an intro like people on Love on the Spectrum do. So in Love on the Spectrum, every time you meet someone, they're like, Michael doesn't like worms and dirt. He loves the sound of lips on an apple. Like, they just like
Okay.
describe. I don't even know. what
Okay,
I'm saying.
sorry about that,
But
Anna.
she was just doing a specific thing of what she likes. What did
Okay.
you not like again? What did you like again?
I like baking on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
It's like my new thing, Sunday baking with Anna.
Oh
Just
my
in
God.
my house by
Do you
myself.
like Instagram Live it or anything like that?
No.
No, it really is by yourself.
Uh-huh.
And then do you eat it all by
No.
Monday morning, or are you like
No.
someone who's good about like?
I'm like, I'll save it for the week and then I'll bring it to work. And I'm like, yeah, I brought cookies. And then like an hour later, I'm like, there's 3 left.
Oh my
Who
God.
wants one? There were
Oh.
7, but I ate them.
Oh
So what do you bake mainly?
Cookies.
Okay.
I like cookies.
My mom's not impressed. Clearly, she wants to know more. What kind of cookies?
Cookies.
Cookies.
No, that is impressive. Anything else?
Wait, I
She
want
still
my mom
hasn't gotten to her
to
take
take
over.
Yeah, you gotta ask
No.
her about. Ask her about the Fanthrax. Yeah.
So my actual Fanthrax, I own and operate a gourmet popcorn store in downtown Kirkwood. You love popcorn. I'm working on a vegan cheddar. Would you
Ooh.
like that? Okay, Greg Warren comes in all the time. He's good friends
He
with my dad.
loves popcorn.
Yeah, he will bring it to like when he has a show in St. Louis.
Yes.
He brings a tin to
Oh
the
wait,
staff.
yes, we've definitely had your popcorn. At
Really?
places, yes, and I've been like,
Yay.
get that away from me. That
Well,
like you
get
know,
it
classic.
in front of you. I'm gonna put your logo on one of the tins.
I freaking love popcorn. It was like
Okay.
a problem for
Do
a
you
while.
think like? How do you feel about vegan cheddar? Just in general, like, would it be a good on a popcorn?
I think it would be amazing. I think I would probably have to eat it with chopsticks because that vegan cheddar
Yep.
does get like sticky on your fingers. I am so down for it. In fact, I think what I would do with it is I would take like some kind of vegan yogurt and like I used to dip a spoon in yogurt. This used to be like my weird kind of anorexic snack, but it checks out. It's legit good. Or sour cream. You literally fat-free sour cream, if you can find a vegan kind, dip your spoon so that it covers the spoon, not a big glob, and then you dip it in the popcorn and then you eat it and it's like has the cool and the crunchy.
Yeah.
Is that weirding you out?
No.
Okay, so that's
I've
what I'm gonna
heard
do
weirder.
with it. Okay, good.
Trust me.
Yeah, I'll even take some plain, like just plain
Just
no butter. Yeah,
Classic.
Classic
Okay.
with
we
salt.
use a butter flavor, so it still kind of has a butter, but it's vegan, all the things.
Great.
So
Okay, as long as no cows were just even
No cows were
screamed
harmed in
at
making
or
of- yeah,
like
nope.
just cursed at. Yeah. Okay. Amazing.
I'll still
flavor.
eat. I'll eat whatever.
All right, we
How
got like
did you
15.
get into popcorn?
Someone reached out to me for it. I had just quit my job, and then my dad owns a restaurant across the street from me in Kirkwood, and he's friends with this guy, and this guy was like, "I'm rich." His name, and he's rich, and
Oh
he
my
was
god!
like,
Does
"I
he
want
travel internationally and have a refrigerator in his garage?
He does.
Does he go to the movies?
Has he been to the movies lately? Yeah.
And he
cinema?
invests in little. He has like he's super smart and has all these ideas, and was like, "I want to open a popcorn store, but I need to find someone."
Is your dream
to
like
do it.
Shark Tank? Let's be honest.
No.
Like this seems like, hey sharks, have you
Hey,
ever
sharks.
been like tired of microwave popcorn? You have to wait for the kernels, and you got to wait 1 second in between kernels. Who knows how long 1 second is? I know you don't, Mark. Wink. And then you like, what's different about your popcorn than like literally any other kind? Yeah.
Our kernels are the size of the top of this mic.
Whoa.
That's an exaggeration, but you know
They're big.
They're big. So people come in. I mean, if you come into my store and you walk in and you say, "Oh wow, it smells really good in here," I'm just it's a popcorn store.
Yeah.
Yes, it smells good.
Wow, you
So
seem
that's
really
wow.
friendly.
You
What a,
love
well,
and
your-
I laugh, and then we
no,
have
of
a
course
great-
you have to go.
Now
oh my
eat
gosh,
a fucking
thank you.
cookie.
And I haven't heard that today, bitch.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Do you get tired of the smell?" I'm like, "I don't really smell it anymore." And then it's
Wait,
no.
you probably smell
I have
like
an
popcorn
idea for-
Yeah,
so
you want to
much.
smell my hair?
Yeah,
I have an
do.
idea
Right
for
from-
popcorn.
What?
I have an idea for
Okay,
popcorn.
great.
Okay.
You know when you used to make in the microwave and you'd have the ones
yeah,
that
you
didn't
pitched
fully
this.
pop, but they kind of popped, and you,
Old Maids.
what's it
They're
called?
called Old Maids.
Can you make that?
I can.
I'm offended.
I can take them out. We've got whole.
Don't name that after me.
What?
That's copyrighted by me.
We'll put it on the shelf. The Nikki Glaser popcorn.
But can you make those? How do you?
They're just in there, so whenever we dump out our kettle, they
Uh-huh.
fall through. We have like a table that it falls
Yeah.
all falls through. So then underneath, we have to clean it out every day, and they just are full of them.
Buttered
who's
popcorn,
eating those?
jelly
I'll
bellies,
eat 'em.
yay or nay?
Like combined.
No,
in-
just like how do you feel about the Jelly Belly flavor buttered popcorn?
what? That's a thing.
Jelly Belly flavor, y'all know, right? It's
Oh,
the one you
yeah.
avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Oh.
gross. Yeah,
The
jelly beans.
okay, I don't know what I was thinking.
No,
Was
no,
there
no.
a question?
My question was, would
I be interested in
Would
that?
Oh.
does vegan cheddar popcorn sound
Oh,
Yes, it would.
my
Thank
bad.
you for your
my
question.
bad. My bad.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. That came off rude. I didn't mean
Listen.
for it to come off rude. I really didn't. I just was hoping there was
No.
a
So
question.
are you going to invest?
Yeah.
Good? Are you gonna come in?
Are you gonna pay me for the massages and I'll give her the $700?
Yes, I will totally take some of your popcorn. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Where is it? Kirkwood?
It's yeah, right on Kirkwood Road, like kind of near the train station.
What's it called? One more time.
Kirkwood Popco.
Kirkwood.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anna, right?
Thank you, Anna. We're
That's
going
the
there.
real name.
All right,
Yeah.
we got another Fanthrax right over
Okay,
here, Nikki.
yeah. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's right
Yes.
back here.
Alice and
That's
Lauren.
amazing.
There she goes.
What's my question? What is your Fanthrax?
Yeah.
What's your question? You just have to put the just ask her name. You know.
What is your
Get
name?
to know her.
Hi, thank you.
We do. My sister's name is Lauren. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay, I know what to do. It's cuh time. We have a couple cuhs
Oh
to
my
share.
God.
Oh, cut up.
You know what "cuh" is, right, Mom? Yeah. What's "cuh"? Come here, Mom. I just want you to describe what "cuh" is because I don't.
I do know what this is. You and your girlfriends in high school, your girlfriends. No. Whoever was like trying to act cool, and you guys would go, "Oh, that's cuh."
So the definition is when you're doing something to look cool so that other people see it, and it's something you wouldn't do alone. That's kind of what really makes it stand out. And you just say to someone, "Kuh," and it's a way to insult them without them knowing that you really are, but they feel it because you go, "Kuh." And yeah, and it's good. So we love our collection of "kuhs." We do. So what do you got for us, Lauren?
Okay, so the night before people get married, when guys or girls say, "Oh, it's your last night as a free man," like cuh.
That is a cut.
It's so because it's not true. They're gonna get divorced. It's like get out of here. It's one of your last nights as a free man for a couple
She says
years.
that next to her fiance. I love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and good luck to you guys.
Yeah.
There's so many things involved with weddings that are cuh.
When are
you
y'all
know what
getting
my
married?
least favorite thing is when a guy
Oh, sorry.
goes, "This is the woman. I looked for this woman for 35 years," and he's 35 years old. It's like, were you like a horny 1-year-old, like toddling around, like, "Where's my wife?" Like, give it, like, maybe start when you were like 15. I don't know when you start looking for, but 35 years, you did not come out of your mom's womb being like, "Where my bitches at?" Like, it's so weird to say, like, "I've been on the lookout for 35 years."
Wait, when are y'all getting married?
Next May.
Okay.
Oh, you have plenty of time
Yeah.
to end it.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Plenty of last nights.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
else? What else we got?
I'm Alice.
Hi,
and-
Alice.
Hey, Alice.
So, Lauren and I both listen to the podcast every single day, and we always talk about different moments. Yes. So, one that's been coming up a lot is just on Instagram. People take the most universal liked things like dogs and coffee and make it their entire identity. It's very
It's terrible.
Ugh.
Things that everyone likes, and you know what it is?
It's my thing.
And I got this from my ex-boyfriend over there, Chris. He used to say it's white people because we don't have any culture, and so we look for identity. We can't be like, oh, it's like the homeland, or like, oh, our struggle. Like we've had none, so we're like coffee and like just like whiskey and tacos, right? Isn't that we have no culture, and so we look for identity in things everyone likes. Stop saying that your hobbies are whiskey and tacos. Those are nouns. They aren't even adjectives or verbs is what I meant. It's so annoying.
Kuh.
It gets me so mad when people are kuh.
Thanks, girls.
What else? I saw kuh. I mean, you see kuh all the time.
If we talk about it, the car revving, but like, I'll just go kuh. Like I'll just hear it. I won't even see the car. I'll just hear the rev. I'm in bed and I hear it. And I just hear, and I just go by myself, just under my pillow going, kuh.
I know, yeah. It becomes so therapeutic and almost you can't help yourself saying it. I could my canker sores the other day. Like I bumped them and it hurt and I was like, kuh. Because I thought they were gone and they were like, we're not, bitch. And I was like, kuh.
Yeah.
Like you're coming back. I kuh everything. It's so fun.
Yeah, I could have water today. I drank water today for the first time in a while.
Oh my God, congratulations, yeah.
And I swallowed it. I swear to God, I didn't say kuh out loud, but I go, water. Like I haven't, like I was on an island and I haven't had water. Like when's the last time you drank just water?
It's so good.
It's been a while.
It was at the hotel I stayed at in LA because the mini fridge, everything I couldn't open. Like you could not open it no matter what. I gave it to a bunch of people that came over and I was like, you try this. And they were all women like doing my hair and makeup, but we could not get it open. So I had to use the tap and I said, ugh, water.
Yeah.
I definitely was like gross, but I don't drink water either. I'm over hating myself for not drinking water. Final thought, like I used to get up in the morning in New York and I used to chug water until I was sick. And that's when I knew, okay, I'm getting enough water. And then I can just like forget about it for the day because I'm just not someone who's like, I just love my Nalgene. It's always with me. And like, I prefer water actually. Like,
Some people's whole personality is the recycle water cup thing that they bring around.
Have you ever heard one of those things drop in an airport?
Oh.
It sounds like gunfire.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Oh my God. Yesterday, I don't mean to get weird, but yesterday I was on a TV set, and this is just pertinent.
Yeah.
It was, there were tents everywhere, dude.
Whoa.
And, I was just hanging out with like Will.i.am and the guy from Black Eyed Peas.
Whoa.
Get this started. So he ended up being really nice. Anyway, I was intimidated by him at first. It was my goal because me and my friend Emil, we were going to the show in Milwaukee the other night. And in the Uber, we heard, I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. And we both were laughing about how that would be the funniest song to kill yourself to. There's in the history of people committing suicide, there's had to have been like, tonight's gonna be a good night, a feeling. Ooh,
don't worry, be happy now. Yeah. I get it.
It's gotta top the list.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And my goal was to tell him that and record it for Emil, just to have that because whatever happens, if he's like, what the fuck, that's funny because I've shared it with someone. And if he laughs, then that's even better. And I never got around to it, but I did do an impression of Halsey that made him like me. At first he was a little bit, and I shared this on the podcast today, but you guys are getting it again. We were hanging backstage and he doesn't know who I am. I introduced myself to him and because he was like, where are you from? And I'm like, I live in St. Louis. And he was like, oh my God, wow. And I go, I'm just like, I'm a comedian. And he was like, oh, cool. Okay, cool. And so later on, 15 minutes later, he goes, so where in Canada? And I go, I know I'm from St. Louis. And he goes, but you said you were Canadian. I go, no, oh my God, a comedian. Wait, you think I was just like, and I'm a Canadian. And he thought I was a stand-up Canadian. And I was like, it's much worse than that. But he was like a little bit, these guys, when you meet super famous people, it takes a second to win them over. They're kind of like, I don't know. And then you do one funny thing and they go, oh, okay, now I'm comfortable. And thank God we were talking about different singing voices. And they were all talking about how the new voice is just the vocal fry. Every woman just sounds like this, like Billie Eilish and like even Ariana Grande. I didn't really understand what they were saying. I'm like, Britney Spears was the first person. Yeah, Adele. And I go, what about when girls sing like this and they're little babies and they want to get changed? What if they want their papa and they're stuck in the crib?
And he was like, this Canadian's hilarious.
Yeah. He goes, are you a Canadian? And but he really liked it. And it was just like so nice to cut through, just to have one thing that I was like, I got him. And then afterwards he was like, you're really fast. Like, you're really quick. Like, he said it later on when we were in this weird dunk booth, and I felt so good. It was so nice. So that's just a brag. And but it wasn't even fast. I was just ducking like a baby and singing like Halsey. And but my point was, we were on set, and I don't even know if you guys are going to be in the same mental space that I was when this happened, but so
we could get there.
Okay, so there was this one game. You can get there. So we were in this one game where they play a song backwards, and if you know what it is, you have to like stomp your foot on this thing, and it flings a microphone, like an air pressure goes through a tube and flings this kind of rubber microphone, and you catch the microphone and you answer the thing. Which at one point it was really funny because Will.i.am was my team partner, and I am not one to be like, Will, no, that's the wrong answer. I was just like, you go, Will. So we were losing very badly because he would like think he knew it. Like one time it was very clearly, hey, ya. And he stomped it, and I was like, yes, finally we got one, because Darren Chris was cleaning up. And finally we were like, we got one. And he holds the mic and he goes, bombs over motherfucking Baghdad. And I was like, no! You picked like.
And you were like, I feel like it's hey ya.
It's so funny. But just the confidence of like, oh, the motherfucking Baghdad.
Yeah. That's a guy who hasn't been told no in a while.
So anyway, he was honestly not like I would think most celebrities to be, and I hate to be one of those people like, he's different, you guys. He was cool because he was nice to me, but honestly, that's the only criteria I need for that statement. So, but at one point, I hit the thing, or someone hit the thing, and the mic, or no one hit it, and the mic just came out, right, like out of nowhere, or it would like. And the director of the show, you could hear like the voice of God. They were on the mic, like, okay, moving on to the next scene. She just goes, oh, misfire on set.
Oh boy.
And it was just, and I just go, and everyone felt it, but no one could say anything. And it was just like this. It's been this weird thing where no one's we're not doing jokes.
Not
obviously.
Yet.
What?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yes. Yeah. There will come a time.
Maybe tonight.
I'm
Maybe right
not
now.
about to.
You go.
It is very interesting. I've written so many. If anyone ever hacks into my phone, it will cancel me so badly. Because how does one handle tragic events? You make jokes, especially about someone you already roasted.
Yeah.
It's like I was making. That's what we do. So yeah, if I get hacked, I'm really going down. But I got some nudes in there that'll save me.
Wait, you think the nudes are gonna be so bad that they're gonna be like, oh, you know what? It's not that bad.
We need
She's
to
going
cancel
through
her
enough
needs.
already. Yeah, she already canceled her own breasts. I'm
not even kidding you. I just closed my thighs and I heard my mom's voice say, just kidding, from my vagina.
Just kidding.
All right. Well, we got to close out the show. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you, guys.
This has been an amazing live podcast. I think we'll probably do it again. I hope
would
you
love
had
to.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to the show and for your questions. Thank you, Noah, for making this happen. Thank you, Joe's Cafe. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
And as always, don't be cuh.
Oh, boy.
And jackalope. Oh, okay. I did jackalope today, I think. That doesn't matter.
I feel.